AI models continue to evolve at an incredible pace, but what really matters is how they perform in real world tasks. Today, we are putting Tencent's new Hy3 to the test to see how it performs beyond the benchmarks. Hy3 is Tencent's latest mixture of experts large language model. According to Tencent, it's designed to deliver strong reasoning, coding, and agent capabilities while remaining significantly more cost effective than much larger models. We will put those claims to the test in just a moment. Tencent recommends accessing Hy3 through OpenRouter, which provides access to hundreds of AI models from different providers through a single platform. Inside the models section, you will find models from OpenAI, Anthropic, Google, DeepSeek, and many others. Scroll down, here is the free production version of Tencent Hy3 that we will be testing today. According to Tencent, Hy3 is a 295 billion parameter mixture of expert model with 21 billion active parameters designed for reasoning, coding, agent workflow, and real world production use. It also supports a massive 262K context window and is available under the Apache 2.0 open source license. Its rapid industry adoption also backs its real world capability. Just 1 week after launch, Hy3 has taken the top spot on OpenRouter's global LLM usage leaderboard, surpassing 6 trillion tokens in total uses. This figure is nearly double the token volume recorded by its preview iteration 2 months prior. OpenRouter also provides live operational metrics for the model. At the time of recording, it's reporting around 99.93% average uptime with roughly 51 tokens per second throughput and about 2.48 seconds latency on the selected provider. These are live metrics and they will naturally change over time. Specifications only tell part of the story, so let's jump right into the playground and see how Hy3 performs in real world tests. For the first test, I asked Hy3 to create a modern responsive landing page for an AI productivity startup called NovaFlow. I also asked to include a hero section, the feature section, pricing cards, testimonials, FAQ, and a contact form. Use HTML, CSS, and JavaScript in a single file with smooth animations and a professional dark theme. So it's ready in 3 minutes and 26 seconds. Rather than just looking at the code, let's see how it performs when we actually run it. So the page loaded without any modifications, which is always a good first sign. It generated a clean layout with multiple sections, smooth animations, responsive styling, and JavaScript functionality, all from a single prompt. For many landing page prototypes, this would provide a solid starting point that developers can further customize. Now let's do the second test in the chat room and we will test Hy3's reasoning capabilities. Rather than asking a simple factual question, I will give it a real decision making scenario where it needs to gather information, compare multiple options and justify its recommendations. So this is the prompt. I have a small budget of $5,000 to launch a small online business. I have these 4 ideas and before making a recommendation, I am asking Hy3 to get clarifications from my side. So let's see what happens. So instead of immediately jumping into a conclusion, it is first asking a series of relevant questions to understand the user's background, goals, available time, risk tolerance before making any recommendation. This shows a more thoughtful approach to reasoning where it gathers the necessary context first rather than making assumptions. Once it has the information, it can compare the options across multiple factors and provide a recommendation that's actually tailored to the user's situation. As you can see, Hy3 delivered a structured comparison with clear trade-offs before making personalized recommendation. Instead of generic advice, it adapted its reasoning to my goals, experience, and constraints, making the response much more practical and actionable. For the final test, I want to see how Hy3 handles a much larger document. I am uploading a multi-page ebook on the psychology of procrastination, and instead of asking just a summary, I am giving it 4 different tasks in a single prompt. This not only tests its ability to understand a long document but also whether it can accurately follow multiple instructions and transform the same information into different formats that could be useful for students, teachers, researchers, or content creators. So it's ready in a minute, and Hy3 handled all 4 tasks in a single response, starting with concise summary, extracting the key takeaways, generating meaningful multiple choice questions with answers, and even creating a podcast introduction based on the same document. What impressed me most wasn't just the quality of each section, but the ability to understand the document once and repurpose that knowledge into multiple practical formats without losing context. That's a great example of how large language models can go beyond simple summarization and become real productivity tools. Compared with other leading models available on OpenRouter, Hy3 offers significantly lower pricing while still supporting a large 262K context window and the reasoning capabilities we tested earlier. At the time of recording, OpenRouter is also offering free access to Hy3 until July 21st, making it a great opportunity to test the model before deciding whether it fits your workflow. Overall, based on this real-world test, Hy3 proved to be a capable AI model for coding, reasoning, and long context texts, making it well worth exploring, especially if you are looking for an open-source, cost-effective option. Those were my hands-on tests on the Tencent Hy3. You can try it yourself using the OpenRouter link in the description below. Thanks for watching, and I will see you in the next one.